Hi there, guys. Today's a bit of a special day. I'm going to take Alice for a drive. I'm going to the workshop where I work, and that's where she's gonna live for a while I repair her and all that sort of stuff. So today is actually the first drive that I do with her since I've owned her. Really, I've been up and down the street just to make sure the brakes are right and stuff like that, but this is the first drive I actually do with her. So I thought you lot can come along with me. So I've got you in the car with me, and we'll take it for a bit of drive, and we'll see how it goes. Right, so I've been driving for a few minutes, watching the temperature gauge, because the last time I went out the fan switch was really bad, so I changed the connectors on that and it seems to be alright. It went up to just below the max and now it's come back down to about the middle again. I've got the battery light come on. It does flicker on and off occasionally. It's on pretty much all the time right now. I think that is the fan belt. It's not quite tight enough, so that's something I'll need to do when I get if I make it. That's something I have to do when I get back, when I get to the workshop. So we'll see what happens, but it's on all the moment. She's driving along, doing about 65 kilometers at the moment, doing all right. It's an old car, you can tell the suspension, it's all wobbly, and I'm not used to 4 gears. I'm missing 2. I'm used to driving my daily Focus, which has got 6 gears, so I really missed the other 2 gears. But yeah, she seems to be all right. It's loud. I went over a bump earlier. That was an experience. Like I say, used to my Focus, nice soft suspension. This doesn't have it. But yeah, seems to be alright. I'm going to keep my eye on this battery light, and hopefully it'll it's just that it's not charging enough. Hopefully it's charging but not enough, hopefully. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you posted.
Been feeling trapped down on the floor. I don't know what for. Feels like I'm gonna lose. Silence takes a hold. I can't let it go. Chain up, no one knows. But I won't let the stormy seas throw me in open water. Let me have my peace and leave me till tomorrow. Wind into my sail, away from things I let go. Floating on the waves, we go bottoms up.
Well, the battery light's on pretty much permanently now. But she doesn't seem to be missing a beat, actually. She seems to run really, really well. So, touch wood, it's alright. I think it's probably just the fan belt being loose. But yeah, she runs really well. Like I said, the suspension is really wobbly. It's like driving jelly or something, I don't know really. But yeah, it wobbles. It sounds really bad. Quite noisy when you go up to about 90. Which I'm doing now, but yeah, she runs and drives. Seems to be alright. This steering wheel is horrible, I hate it. It's all sticky and horrible, but, so that's going. I've got another one. I'll keep you posted on the journey. The gear change is absolutely terrible, it's horrible. It's kind of, I can't find first and second very well. Sometimes I hit reverse, so we'll just have to try and avoid first and second really. See what happens. I'll keep you posted. Right, we've just hit 3 figures, 100 kilometers an hour. Yeah, I'm still alive. It's not bad. Making a little detour. I'm going to go to the MOT station because of these cracks in the windscreen and the blob with the stone chip. I thought I'd nip by the local MOT station and just see if I can get one of the testers to come out and see what they think. Do I have to change the windscreen, or will it actually go through an MOT with the windscreen as it is? So that's just a little bit of a detour I'm going to make now. Battery light's on all the time, but it's not died yet, and I figured if the battery was, or it wasn't charged or anything, it would have died by now. I mean, it's been on for like 5-10 minutes. This woman's not seeing where she's going. So I'm just going to drive in here, see if one of the MOT testers can spare 2 minutes and come out and have a look at the windscreen on the car. Right, well, it was worth going in there. I asked them about the crack, and it is quite high apparently. It's about the same height as the steering wheel, really. But according to them, there's 2 levels of a fail in Sweden. You can have, a 1 is a pass and a 2 is a fail. That's how they class everything. So if you get a number 2 on it, then you have to fix it. But there's 2 types of number 2s. That sounds really bad when you say it in English. But there's 2 types anyway. The first one is that it's bad enough that that won't go through the MOT and you have to get it fixed, and you've got 30 days to do it. Simple as that. The other one is an advisory number 2, which means that I can drive with the car and it's up to me to get it fixed as soon as possible. And apparently a windscreen like this is an advisory number 2, so I don't need to change it. I can actually MOT the car as long as it goes through on everything else. The windscreen's fine, so I don't need to change the windscreen to MOT it. I can actually MOT it. So what I need to do now is get it up on the lift, which is what I want to do when I get it to work, and have a look if there's anything else that I need to do. And basically, if there's anything else that I see, change it, get it fixed, make sure that there's nothing else that they can pick up on, and then it's just a matter of MOTing it. Even with the windscreen cracked like it is, I don't need to worry about it as such. It needs to be changed, yeah, but it's not desperate. It's nothing that I have to desperately do now for the MOT. So that was good news. I'm glad I did it. I have been taking photos of it, trying to sit inside the car and take photos, but it's really difficult to take a photo of a cracked windscreen. It's really difficult. So I thought, while I'm passing, I'll go in there, ask them, and then I get a definite answer from them. The guy came out, took 5 minutes, brilliant. I really appreciate that. That was a place called Opus Bilbesiktning in Sweden. Really good guys. Gave me the information that I needed to do, and I can carry on my journey. Car's running fine. She stopped. She started perfectly. The battery light is still on, but she started as she runs, and she's still driving. So I don't think there's a serious problem with the charging system. What it is, I'm not really sure at the moment, but I would imagine that the fan belt needs tightening up. So we'll get that done at some point. It could be the alternator that needs new brushes in it. So I can change that at some point as well. Sort that out. They're pretty cheap, so I might change them just to make sure. But other than that, she's running and going fine. So we'll enjoy the journey. Right, as you can see, she's up on the lift. Just gone round her a little quickly, and we've got a joint here needs replacing. This side's alright, actually, feels quite alright. No problems there. A lot of you in Fiesta land that knows anything about Fiestas will probably be a bit surprised as I go along here to see that the rot along the underside of this car is pretty much non-existent, and this is what makes this car salvageable. There is almost no rot in there whatsoever, not even up there in the deep dark crevices of the car. I can see anything. Same up there, nothing there. Even the rear suspension doesn't look too bad. Everything's got slight surface rust on it, but nothing more than that. As you can see, the boot floor, pretty immaculate. I have got obviously a little tiny hole there and there. I can have a quick look at the wheel arches a bit better now, and they look pretty decent actually. So yeah, this is what made this car worth buying. It's what made me buy it actually. It's the fact that I can't really find any rust on it. A couple of little spots here and there, but that's about it. Well, that's her up in the air. Quick look around it. That is probably the longest journey she's done in about, I don't know, about 10-15 years, and it was about 35 kilometers. So it wasn't a long journey, but it was worth it. It's good fun. So there she is. She'll be there now for a few days until I get around to. Next thing I'm going to do is change the clutch because it's horrible. I'll be able to look at the gear change as well on that, the gear linkage after that. So stick around for the next video where I change the clutch and have a look at the gear linkage. Thanks a lot for joining me, and stick around for the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.